Well, and good afternoon, and welcome to those joining us on the weBLEED FPV YouTube channel, the Multi-GP YouTube channel as well. You're joining us as we're commencing a practice session here for heat number 1, commencing our double elimination bracket of the top 16 of sport class at the 2025 weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championship. Our sport class is our qualifiers 33 through 48 of our 62 pilots in attendance here in Fayetteville, New York at the 2025 weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championship. We're inside the Craftsman Inn and Suites, a fantastic venue. Super stoked to be back here again on a St. Patty's Day weekend as we continue crowning champions. Behind the scenes, you see some drones flying. I think we call that a parade lap at one of our big major events we're at. This is actually heat number 1, doing a warm-up pack as we go into our preliminary round of our brackets here for the sport class. We're going to give everyone a warm-up pack, then put a new lipo in, and it's your first preliminary elimination race. We have about 20 seconds remaining on the 2 minutes. We're giving them about 2 minutes to do what they want to do. And what a field we have lined up for you in our sport division. We have Horny Corn, Sharp. No, is that right? We moved Sharp Turns FPV, didn't we? Am I looking at last year's? I'm looking at last year's. Last year, now this year, so many tabs, so much information in front of me. Okay, so now we will start with your official field of sport class. We got Dram 65, Crazy Do, Zotek of weBLEED FPV, Casper Skulls, Shank and Whoop, Running Lizard, Hook FPV, Steady Eddie FPV, Mayan Hawk, Brazen, Itmom, Carlos FPV, Swifty FPV, Zero, Revision A, Goons FPV, and that is your field. Your TQ top qualifier in sport is Goons FPV. Many of those names may sound familiar as they were on our podiums last year in different divisions, some in sport. See how it plays out. There's a great look at the roster. I don't know how long it was up there, Dougie. Thank you. You found the tab faster than I did. Yes, sir. Taking a look at that gap in separation, about 14 seconds, 1st through 16th. So this is a little bit of a tighter field than what we featured earlier this morning in our hobbyist class division. That 14 seconds, that's based on their fastest 3 laps consecutive. So you're talking about 4.2 seconds a lap faster with your top qualifier versus your bottom. But we've also seen our podiums decided here, pilots out of the top 4 before we go green in brackets, working their way up. Sometimes a little more track time, getting rid of those pre-game jitters can go a big way. Well, that's our 16 as we get set to commence the party here. Our first heat is getting set to fly. It's preliminary race number 1 of our sport class division. We are going green. This is a 3-lap race. First 2 to 3 laps moving on up in our winner's bracket. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Fantastic start. All 4 up and underway. Zero, Running Lizard, Itmom, Zotek. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your running order here on the start. First issues coming in for Itmom, doing a little crash flip. Zero was leading. Zero now trying to recover. Looks like issues as well for Zotek. So that is going to move Running Lizard up into second. Itmom into the lead here on the opening lap. Remember, 3-lap races as we look to Itmom coming through our start-finish gate onto lap number 2. And Running Lizard just got ahead of Itmom there. The final throws of lap number 1. So Lizard over Itmom, but if you go on board with Itmom, you can see the green LEDs of Running Lizard. Was there a pass right there? There was. Now Itmom back in the number 1 spot in the cube section. Go on board with Running Lizard. You can see, I think, the blue LEDs of Itmom right in front of Running Lizard. Zero is on that lead lap, 13.7 seconds back from the transfer position. Running Lizard Lizard and Itmom 0.7 of a second apart onto the third and final lap. Now they're the top two. The top two advance, but how great would it be to start the day with a win as Lizard was leading again and Itmom now back in the number 1 spot. They've traded places about 4 times and issues for not 1 but 2. Your top 2 going down, and that was before the crash gate. So now, oh, big issues for Itmom. Issues for Running Lizard. So no one has finished this race. I talked about finish the race, and it looks like the win is going to go to Itmom. Now it's a race to Turtle. Zotek is up and catching up, but he's a lap back. There's Running Lizard across the line in second. And so Itmom gonna get the win. What a fun finish right there. Running Lizard in second, and so they will move up to match number 6. No channel changes, and so 0 third, Zotek 4th, and they will go down into the redemption bracket, consolation bracket, match number 5. No channel changes, no channel changes right there. And that one is unofficial. That one is unofficial. Results are under review in just a moment here. Under review in just a moment. Let me look at the schedule. I just want to make sure. There is. Get set for heat number 2. Practice pack for Revision A, Brazen, Hooked FPV, and Crazy Do. We are looking for you. Your practice pack is upon us. Results are unofficial, Douglas. They are unofficial. We are about to play back the start here in just a moment. Let's do the review before we worry about the music, bud. You know what I mean? All right, Doug, you should have my review. Let's. What are we looking at here, Borg Slayer?
Just the launch.
Oh, I got the wrong pilots up.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, we're also back in, obviously.
Oh, okay, we got that issue, so we won't be able to do that. I'm looking for. I didn't hit refresh here, so I think we are. I think we are good to run the practice for this group as we. What do you have now, Doug? Yeah, that's right. Well, that's not.
I just need to see if they all went under.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's not ideal, but let's see. Is that better for you, Doug? Oh. I think we had. I think my computer went to sleep and I broke something. Who are we watching?
Watch. We're not sure. Watch. Okay, Zotek, go back.
Yeah, Zotek missed it.
Bottom right.
Yeah. So that's not going to affect it.
4th place. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
You were right, Paul.
So results are official. Results are official on that one. So, up next, Revision A, Brazen, Hooked FPV, Crazy Do with a practice pack. Then the elimination race, preliminary bracket, which means in the hole will be 3 away, Swifty FPV, Carlos FPV, Shank and Whoop, and Casper Skulls. Okay, so that part is good. Yeah, I fixed it. Can you just test there, Doug? You're getting me now, right? Whoops, it's not playing though, but yeah. No, my screen went to sleep. Alrighty. This is a practice pack. We're super stoked to have each and every one of you with us here. The 2025 weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championship. Brought to you in part by our ultimate sponsor, R&B IT Solutions, located in Rhode Island. They offer customized support for small businesses, working with a diverse roster of clients to create individualized plans that cover network health, network security, email systems, and disaster recovery. RBITSI.com, our ultimate sponsor, the NorthEast weBLEED Championships. We also want to thank our platinum partners, Emacs USA, emacs-usa.com. Our diamond sponsor, Beta FPV, friends of you and me. Our gold sponsors, Happy Model, Fractal Engineering, Radio Master. Our silver partners, GemFan, Hoot FPV, Vifly, T-Motor, T-Hobby, and of course, our hosts and presenting sponsor, weBLEED FPV. We fly, we strive, we bleed. weBLEEDFPV.com. This is a practice pack that we are standing by for. We say hello to Philip Blasta joining us here this afternoon. It is 12:17 in the afternoon here in Fayetteville, New York. 66 degrees outside. We've just about hit today's high of 68, even though it is overcast. This is practice. Here we go. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. 2 minutes are yours. 68 is going to be our high today, and a little bit of light rain as well outside. This is our sport class division. Our qualifiers 33 through 48, which means in about 2 hours, 45 minutes, we will transition into our pro class, qualifiers 17 to 32, and then our marquee event coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Your elite top 16. T-Dog and crew getting set to fly tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. That is 5 p.m. Central, 3 o'clock on the West Coast. 10 o'clock tonight if you are in Europe, specifically in London. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for our friends in the land down under. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. And they're waking up early on a St. Patty's Day in Shenzhen to watch the 2025 weBLEED NorthEast weBLEED Championship. Our elite class kicking off at 6 a.m. Shenzhen time.
Rebus Iona 22.8.
Well, we're in the Craftsman Inn and Suites. I'm a big fan of this venue. They are great hosts. The rooms are amazing. Beds are super comfortable.
Crazy do 27.4.
Really artistic washrooms, restrooms, bathrooms in the room. They have coffee available 24/7 in the lobby. I know it looks like I'm drinking Kahlua, but no, that's coffee. It's a nice mix of coffee. Great coffee. Melody's working today, guys. My friend Melody's at the front desk. And a craft bar at the Craftsman Inn and Suites as well. That was one of my highlights last year at this event. Being able to kick off St. Patty's Day with a Guinness, an Aaron Go Bra celebration. The Craftsman Inn and Suites hosts of the weBLEED NorthEast weBLEED Championship. So that was practice. We're talking practice. That was practice. Now we get set to go green for real after we put new lipos in. Great look at our course. You want gates like that for your house, your apartment, your basement, your shop, your yard? You can use them anywhere. All the world is a race course when you're racing whoops. You can get your LED-lined gates for whoop racing, micro racing. weBLEEDFPV.com. They also got hot sauce, all the tools, all the gear you can need to be a champion whoop eraser. This is heat number 2. The number 47 seed this week from Nebraska, Crazy Do. The number 42 seed from New York, Hooked FPV. The number 39 seed from Nebraska as well, right? Brazen. And your top seed here in match number 2, 34th in qualifying this week from New Hampshire. This is Rochester, New Hampshire. There's a Rochester, New Hampshire, too? Holy, Rochester. Revision A. We saw Revision A not too long ago, a year ago. Revision A was 3rd a year ago in sport. Looking for the W in 2025. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. We're live on the tone in less than 5. Well, a little bit of a rough start there for Brazen. Not sure what Brazen had contact with, but Brazen is down and now on their way as we're chasing Revision A, well out front on the gas, going fast. As we have a bit of a battle here for second between Hooked FPV and Crazy Do. Revision A onto lap 2. 3-lap races here in our sport division. Crazy Do in second, 8.3 seconds back from our leader, Hooked FPV in third, 3.5 seconds from the transfer position. That's to be top 2 to advance in our winner's bracket. Otherwise, it's redemption bracket bound. And Brazen, with that rough start, is now just 8 seconds from the transfer position in fourth, working on lap number 2. Revision A now on lap 3, third and final lap, white flag flying. Has something started. Crazy Do still in second, but 14 seconds back from our leader. It doesn't matter. Top 2 is what we need to be. Now Hooked FPV and Brazen onto that final lap in a battle for third and fourth. They're 5 seconds away from Crazy Do, who's in second. And Revision A could be going to another Chase the Ace final in the sport class at the weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championship. Revision A with our win of match number 2. And next to finish in the crash gate, Crazy Do. Did that voodoo so well in second. Hooked FPV going to pull up third and Brazen in fourth. And I believe results are official on that. And so let's move. We're going to go unofficial on that result, guys. We're going to go unofficial. Just going to play back the tape really quickly on Brazen. We're just going to take a look here at Brazen. Do you need it fancy? Save video it. I'm gonna play it fancy, bud. Uh-oh. I think we're gonna now bring up mine. Oh boy. I think I need to do something else here. You would not believe the buttons I'm pushing right now. Let's close that. Let's go. So I think the thing I've learned is let's yeah, just hold 1 second. This is a real quick review. You should have it there, Doug. Yep. We're just taking a little look here at Brazen, see what he made contact with. It looks like, well, look, there's a quad to the right of his FPV feed, but it looks like that quad goes out of the way. No, does he make, look at the bottom half of Brazen screen. Does he just hit the launch stand? He clips the edge of the launch stand there. Yeah. There's more contact? Well, everyone else is gone, though.
Okay, here we go. And hits the ground. Yeah, he had a runaway. Yeah, he's fine. He's good. Yeah, he was good.
He's good?
Yep.
All right, results are official. We always want to check. And so I'm going to hit this button. I'm moving Revision A and Crazy Dude to match number 6. No channel changes. Hooked FPV and Brazen to match number 5. No channel changes. No channel changes. So we're at match number 3. The left-hand side of your screen. Swifty FPV, Carlos FPV, Shanka Whoop, Casper Skulls. This is a practice pack for them. They're going to get their one warm-up pack before we go real with them, which means we're 3 heats away from Duram 65, Steady Eddie, Mayan Hawk, and our top qualifier of sport, Goons FPV. All right, pilots, 2 minutes are going to be yours to warm up on the tone in less than 5. Fun times here at the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Want to say hello to Male Reddick, watching our stream from afar. Almost dinner time for Male Reddick. Hopefully got some big plans. Tomorrow, St. Patty's Day. Now for me, that's one of the holidays I always celebrate.
I'll say hello to FPV Gaps. We're going to see him race a little bit later on as well. I'll say hello to FPV Gaps. We're going to see him race a little bit later on as well. Say hello to Tango Pay. Say hello to Tango Pay. 22 flat. Trim King. 22 flat. Trim King FPV. Court Slayer. Iron Gross. Gates. Turn on hooks. Hook is going to be on the match number 6. Protection bracket. Just a little bit. 20 seconds to go in your warm-up pack. And then we go. Get ready to go green.
I lost live. I know.
Shanky with 21.6.
That's why I ran away. Oh, you're trying to push that one out? I had to. Does it have audio? Ambient.
And everyone now, let's put a new pack in. Just as we get the comments in the stream, let's go. Let's switch things up a little bit. Fixing a few things here behind the scenes. Expect the unexpected on a drum race, for sure. Smash number 3, that was practice. Swifty had the fastest lap, 21 and a half. We're going to put new light plus in, get set to go green for real. We're going to be back here momentarily with the body strain with the full feed, but right now we've enacted our emergency measures as we put out some fires, do some work here behind the scenes.
Four pilots getting set to fly. Match number 3. Casper Skulls of Pennsylvania, Shank and Whoop of New York, Carlos FPV of Rhode Island, and Swifty FPV in New York, representing the Empire State. That's where we sit here inside of a sunny Sunday afternoon. We got some video issues. We're going to sort some things out on the field. We may have someone plugged into the pits. The video remains a little rough here. Are we happy? Happy? All right, pilots, arm your quadcopters. We're going for real on its own in less than 5. It's match number 3. Swifty, the first one off the blocks. He's your high seed here in this match, but right now he is running third, now second. We had Shank and Whoop up in the lead there for just a hair. Casper Skulls had a chance in the lead. Now you got Carlos FPV and Casper Skulls battling for second. Now pushing to the lead. Swifty dropping down into second. This one is a heater here on the opening lap. 3-lap races, our sport class division. There's Casper Skulls, Swifty, Carlos, 1, 2, and 3. Down we go with Swifty. Down we go with Carlos FPV. And I think right now it's all Casper Skulls out front leading the game here on lap 2. 3-lap races, so yet to wave that white flag, but Casper Skulls over those uprights through our start-finish gate and on to lap number 3. There's Swifty running second. Carlos running third, 6 seconds back from that transfer position. And Shank and Whoop on that lead lap. All 4 pilots are working on lap number 3. Still chasing Casper Skulls. He's through the start finish and he's in the crash gate. The win gonna go to Casper Skulls on that one. Swifty gonna pull up second. Then we drop back to Carlos FPV in third. Shank and Whoop in fourth. So Casper Skulls first. Swifty second. They're going to advance to match number 8, no channel changes. Carlos FPV third and Shank and Whoop fourth. We're going to take those two down to match number 7, no channel changes, no channel changes. Casper Skulls was complaining about video issues. He was also missing some laps there. Casper Skulls probably has a weak VTX, Paul Atkins. And Paul, if you could, you got to give Swifty a hug as well. That comes in from Jesse P. Mr. Tiny Whoop says, someone give Swifty a hug for me. That hug is happening here behind the scenes. That was match number 3 of the preliminary round.
Casper Skulls was low power missing laps. Gotcha. And then hug Swifty from Jesse. Awesome.
Up next, match number 4, preliminary round. Dram 65, Steady Eddie, both of the Empire State of New York. Mayan Hawk will be your second high seed here in match 4. 40th in qualifying here this weekend. From Pennsylvania, from Scranton. Michael Scott, Jim, Dwight, Pam, Oscar, the entire team of The Office, neighbors of Mayan Hawk, and your TQ of Sport top qualifier, Goons FPV, making the trip from Arizona. Okay, perfect. Well, Jesse P., we have confirmed Seeker got the hug in for you. Props off asking, how's it going, Jesse? You get in on that brisket buffet yesterday? Jesse P. is in Colorado here today. I had the brisket for Jesse P and props off. It was great. We'll talk about that in a moment. We're going green with a practice. Yes, 2 minutes, which means I can talk about brisket. All right, pilots, arm your quads, live on the tone, less than 5. What a spread last night. Holy guy. Our pilot banquet dinner was brought to us by our ultimate sponsor, R&B IT Solutions. Elevate your digital capabilities. So on that spread, we had chicken, we had salmon, we had roast beef, we had brisket, we had Caesar salad, we had rolls, we had double dipped Hershey chocolate cake. It was, last year was great. It was an amazing dinner. I liked almost everything, but this year, like I was like 90%. I think there was one thing, I think it was a fish. I don't like fish on a good day. That's not a knock against the catering here at the Craftsman Inn and Suites. I tried it though. I'm like, everything else is so good, I gotta try the fish. But last night, holy, everything was amazing. Roast beef was delectable. They had some amazing sauces there. I put sauces on everything. Roast beef was great, but the brisket lived up to its to expectations, exceeded expectations. Amazing food. Can't brag enough about our host venue here for the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Web Championship, the Craftsman Inn and Suites, Fayetteville, New York. Great place to host an event like this. Maybe you got some big things coming up in your future, celebrations, some nuptials. This would be a great venue for a wedding, huh? Last night, there was a wedding in the adjacent room to us. Our congratulations to Marcel and Andrea tying the knot and celebrating with their friends and family at the Craftsman Inn. Wish them a long and happy life together. Glad we could celebrate with them last night. You know there were wedding crashers. Yeah, Nightwing was there. AK was there. AK came with a tux just in case there was a wedding to crash. Yes, sir. I mean, I can't even describe the brisket. It was just so good. And really, the secrets are the sauces. They had amazing sauces. The roast beef was cooked perfect. I like my stuff medium, just a little bit of red. So good. Well, no surprises there. Your TQ top qualifier had the hot lap 17.9. That's Goons FPV. Pair of 18s and a 17. Got the field on 3 laps there in 14 seconds. That was in practice. We're going to regrid that group that you just saw flying behind the scenes up in just a moment, and we're going to race them for real in an elimination bracket race. We say hello to Derby Who's. Kiz is back here today. Mr. Man, Black Pawn. We love you being with us on the Multi-GP YouTube channel and the weBLEED FPV channel as well. I'm Gross98, says, you got this, Geo Ram. Geo Ram was just a couple of seconds faster than being the TQ a hobbyist. Comes in with his work cut out in our sport division. .48. 4/10 of a second a lap. All right, pilots, we're going green for real this time. Arm your quadcopters. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Fantastic start here for all 4 pilots. Of course, your top qualifier Goons well out front. But here in these preliminary brackets and the winners and consolation brackets, you just want to be top 2. You just want to get the bump up into the next race, the next main. And there's an 18, just like we saw in practice for Goons FPV. On to lap 2, we take him. Mayan Hawk running second, 4.4 seconds back, number 2 spot. Steady Eddie and Geo Ram, 3rd and 4th. They're 3.4 seconds away from the transfer position. We just lost Geo Ram. He's got to get back in this thing. White flag flying for for Goons FPV. Mayan Hawk still running second. Lost about 2 seconds to our leader, but he is a little bit further ahead of our field as we look to Steady Eddie to get onto that third and final lap. There he goes. One more to go for Steady Eddie. He's 12 seconds back from the transfer position, and your top qualifier, Goons FPV, with the win. Pair of 18s and a 19 in those lap times to get the W and the win to advance to match number 8. Mayan Hawk finishing up second and gained a little bit of time on lap number 3. 7.5 seconds back from our leader. And so just 2 to finish up, 1 to finish up. Steady Eddie finishing up in third. Missing the cut here, 19 seconds back from second in third. And now we're going to finish up here with Geo Ram. Track is his. We get set to shuffle them up. All eyes on Geo Ram. No pressure. Line it up. There you go. No one's watching right now. We wanted to put your photo on the live stream, but you were camo, and so we can't see you. He's incognito. Oh, hit the uprights. Dang it. If only Brady had deflated it. We'll give it to him. So we are going to take Goons FPV and Mayan Hawk to match number 8. And a channel change for Goons FPV going to race band 6. Goons FPV, race band 6 when you come back with Mayan Hawk in match number 8. And into the redemption bracket, we'll take Steady Eddie FPV and Geo Ram 65. Channel change for Steady Eddie going to race band 1 when you come back with Geo Ram 65 in match number 7. And, of course, you can follow the heats as they update dynamically, multigp.live/WB12. WB12. Why that? That's what time we started. We started this one on time. Shout out to the entire cast and crew of the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. We have a heck of a team here on this one. Looking for Zero, Zotek, Hooked FPV, and Brazen. Your ones to roll here. Race director for the event is Paul Adkins, a.k.a. Seeker. He's also our flight line director. Timing and scoring, yours truly, your good buddy Scully. Safety officer is Ken Harding. He's got his eyes on everything rolling on. Tech inspector, Jace Herwood. That's Borg Slayer. He is also our review official. Of course, your live stream production here brought to you by Diver Down, Dougie Kling, our boy in the truck, sitting in the banquet room beside us. And of course, thanks to our hosts, weBLEED FPV, Jace and Jeff. This is match number 5. Top 2, stay alive. 3rd and 4th, going to finish in that 13 to 16 range of sport. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quadcopters. Stand by. Stand by. Stop everything. A little bit of a false start. Will we call it one? I don't think I finished the S. But as I read in the official rules, you can read the rules too if you're at home. The official rules are at multigp.live/Y. The question and the letter. multigp.live/the letter Y or multigp.live/WHY. Choice is yours. You want to read the rules. There's a bunch that we'll talk about as we get into our program over the course of the day. And really, there's a lot of rules that is actually the absence of traditional rules. We're going green, pilots. Rearm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Not sure what was going on with the start there. There was a lot of hovering, but in our pilot briefing, we talked about breaking the plane of the launch stand, and so I don't know if we're going to have to play back the tape on that one. I don't know if someone, it was an elongated less than 5 because there's a couple of buttons I need to hit here for the race to start, but I mean, I said less than 5. I know I normally do it pretty quickly, but I mean, I was legit, right? It's another on-time departure with your buddy Scully here on the 1s and 2s. 0, your leader after 1. Then we drop 6 seconds back to Brazen in second. Then we drop 4 seconds back to Hook FPV in third. Zotek is in the mix as well. Now this one will be unofficial, but finish up the lap so we have something to look at least. 0 on his final lap, 13 seconds again. Brazen and Hooked FPV right now in a battle for second. They're only separated by a second, and we just lost Hooked. Giving some breathing room to Brazen, and we just rung the bell and hit the crash gate as well with 0. Your winner here of match number 5, unofficially. There's Brazen across the line in second. That is unofficial. And then you got Hooked FPV, then Zotek. That's unofficial. We are going to play back the tape. We have to double check what happened on that restart. And we have numerous systems in play here, so you at home are able to watch this as well. And so, should be able to, and I have it. So, we have the tape. Our tech official and our head of officiating here on our review specialist, Borgslayer. What are we watching for on this review?
Well, right now, Joe, we are looking for a potential hole shot / midair rule violation that may have happened on the launch block itself.
Okay. Let's take a look. Who are we watching?
I'm going to look at the left, you look at the right.
Okay.
Okay, so there's his hover.
So we got our first pilot taking off.
He hasn't broke the plane, though.
And that is 0. And you're saying he hasn't broke the plane. No, you're watching Hooked.
Yeah, I'm watching both of these guys.
Okay. But who's flying right now?
That's Hooked.
No, the quad moving is the top left one. You're watching it on Hooked. Yeah, that's 0.
You're right, yeah, that's 0 hovering. Yep.
0 hovering.
Yep.
He's going straight up.
Yep.
Does he break the plane? We haven't launched this race yet.
Yep. I don't believe
Oh, now look where he is on the top left.
Yep.
He's lining up. You may have to run over and look at the roof. Oh, he didn't break the plane because he hit the launch stand. But now we've launched the race.
those two just, that guy rubbed. Brazen just rubbed with whoever's in front of him. Brazen, that's it. Yep. That's the one, yep. Yep.
Brazen. Oh, and there's another hit.
Second point of contact. Rerun.
Okay, so we got all kinds of contact there. So we watched the false start, and then you watch the contact. Brazen, look at the top right-hand side. That's Hooked. Sorry, that's 0 in Brazen's feed in the top right-hand side.
Yeah, we're going to rerun right now. Have to.
That is insane. That's why we said results were unofficial, right? Yes, sir. So I missed what Seeker was saying. The call is going to be there that it'll be a false start charge to 0. Well, whole shot rule invoked. Okay, so while they get reset, let's talk about the rules or the absence thereof. Whole shot rule is in play. That is contact resulting in a crash. The whole shot gate is actually a turning flag above the crash gate. And then we have a false start rule as well. That can only be invoked once per heat. So that has been enacted. So we will go green again, and that means that no matter what happens, we can't rerun it unless a pilot doesn't take off, and it would be an EDOC rule. All right, clear as mud. Here we go. Pilots, rearm your quads. We are live on the tone, less than 5. I was watching Zero there. He wanted to make sure that it was good. He just hit a bunch of gates and stuff, right? This is an elimination race. You want to be top 2 to stay in the competition. Otherwise, it's 13th through 16th of our sport division here at the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Hooked FPV is your leader. Already now on to lap number 2. Let's bring across Zero. He has gone from back of the pack up into second. Brazen is closest to the transfer position. He's 2.7 seconds back with 2 laps to go. And there's Zotek catching up to the field as well. So you can't count him out. Anything can happen. All 4 pilots working on lap 2 as we wave a white flag. 1 more to go for Zero. And Zero has something started here. Looks like, well, that's Hooked. That's Hooked now. Now Hooked and Zero are on the final lap. Hooked leading by 7 seconds, Zero in second, and now Brazen 5 seconds back. He's gained 2 seconds on Zero, and he is going full send right now. There's issues for Brazen. There is the bell, and we're lining things up on the crash gate, and we're in the crash gate with Hooked FPV. Zero gets in as well. The question is, how close was that finish right there? Third going to go to Brazen. So win unofficially going to go to Hooked. Second going to go to Zero. Third going to go to Brazen. Fourth to Zotek. And so that means that Brazen is going to be 13th or 14th in sport. And Zotek will be 15th or 16th in sport. And he is now just lining things up, trying to finish strong, as it were. And so that was an interesting finish. Hooked FPV went through the start-finish gate first, but did Zero get him at the crash gate? That's what I want to see what the story is there. So let's take a look here on the replay of the finish of that race. So watching the finish. So our timer shows Hooked finishing first. Hooked goes through the start-finish gate, line things up on the crash gate, but first attempt misses the crash gate. And watch Zero, the top left-hand side. Zero lines things up, start-finish gate to the crash gate. So the win technically is going to go to Zero, but look how close that finish was at the very end, right? Backing it up here. Here comes Zero into the crash gate, top left. Here comes Hooked into the crash gate, bottom left. And in our pilot briefing before the event, we talked about making sure you finish your laps because finish points matter. And even though they're both going to move on, we're going to give that win to Zero. Jace, we had something else that we were talking about, right? There was something else? There was a protest there?
I was watching the person that they were protesting about specifically.
Okay, yeah.
And I didn't see anything. He made 2 to 3 mistakes, but literally realized it, went back and hit the right one.
Do you want to replay it, or are you confident?
If you want to look at Hooked, we can.
It's up to you.
Hooked would be the one we'd be looking at.
Okay. That was number 514. That's this one here, right? There you go. You can watch it. So I'm taking Hooked and Zero on up to match number 9. No channel changes. No channel changes. Let's go to match number 6. We're back into the winner's bracket. Crazy Do, Revision A, Running Lizard, and It Mom getting set to fly. How about this? Sometimes the right man for the job is a woman, and we got two of them in this next matchup. Winners bracket. Top two go to the semifinal. The winners bracket, bottom two in the redemption bracket. The contenders are ready. Pilots, arm your quads. We're live on the tone in less than 5. Good start here for the entire field. Whole shot going to Revision A. Revision A was leading, dropping into second. It's going to be It Mom and Revision A battling it out 1 and 2. And looks like Crazy Dude just ahead of Running Lizard, 3rd and 4th. Now It Mom taking the lead onto lap number 2. Revision A going down, trying to catch up, and now has lap traffic. We're going to move Running Lizard into second, Crazy Dude into 3rd, Revision A 4th. And so a three-way battle for second here on lap number 2, with It Mom with the advantage of at least 3 seconds, if not more. I want to say closer to 5 or 6 seconds. That crash happened after a start-finish gate. White flag flying for It Mom onto lap number 3, 1 to go. And that advantage 3.3 seconds over Revision A, now up into second. So Running Lizard and Crazy Do are now trying to make a push. Running Lizard went down 3 seconds back. He got 3 seconds, first to second, second to third, and trying to get onto that lead lap as well with Crazy Do. Lap number 3, and she is on lap number 3. It Mom lining things up with the start, then the crash gate. It Mom going to get the win of match number 6, and moving on up to the semifinal of the winners bracket. Big finish right there. Running Lizard second over, no, that's not right. We have a lap read maybe? Yeah, we have a lap read there. So that is going to be second, going to go to Revision A. Crazy Do going to finish up 3rd. And Crazy Do, so Crazy Do will be 3rd. Running Lizard will be 4th. And so journey not coming to an end. We're just going to separate those 4. 2 are going to the semifinal, the winners bracket. That's It Mom and Revision A. No channel changes. And into our redemption bracket, we'll take Crazy Do and Running Lizard. Channel change for Running Lizard. Going to go to race band 2 when you come back with Crazy Do in match number 9. Yep. There's buttons you can press and buttons you can't. That's not the one you can. That was match number 6. Let's get set for match number 7. Carlos FPV, Shank and Webb, Steady Eddie. Geo Ram 65, you're up, which means on deck will be Casper Skulls, Swifty FPV, Goons FPV, and Mine Hawk. You wanted to see something there?
I got 2 questions. Number 1, right? The current results are 0, 1, hook 2. These guys are out, right?
Yep.
Okay. I need to back it up a little bit.
About the crash gate?
I need that's not crash gate issue. It's the last part of what hook did. This is the beginning again. I need to be on lap 3 for hook.
There we go. Where do you want to go? This is good? All right. Got some good jams here in house. Derby Hooves checking in on the chat. Says, well done, Zotek. Yeah, Zotek, top 16 of sport this year. This is match number 7. Top 2 advancing further in our console redemption bracket. We have an update before we go green. Going to go green in 20 seconds. We are still reviewing match number 5 in regards to hooked FPV. That may affect Brazen. That is still under review. This is match number 7. Good luck, pilots. We're going to launch you, if that's all right. Arm your quadcopters. We're live on the tone in less than 5. Off to the races we go. All four on the opening lap. Pole shot going to Carlos FPV. Shankenwhoop was in second, but now we move Steady Eddie up into second. Shankenwhoop in third now. Geo Ram in fourth, and we're chasing Carlos FPV. Carlos about to finish up lap one. 2 more to go. Issues again for Shankenwhoop. Carlos now 1 down, 2 to go. 22.9, not the fastest lap we've seen, but he's got a 4-second lead. There's Steady Eddie back in second and still flying pretty steady, Eddie. Pulling things up here with Shankenwhoop onto that lead lap. He's 10 seconds back from the transfer position in third. Transfer position being second. You want to be in the top 2. This is a redemption bracket or a consolation bracket race. And so what does that mean? That means third and fourth are eliminated. And so Shankenwhoop trying to find 10 seconds. Steady Eddie seems to be crashed into the gate. Steady Eddie crashed out. Well, Carlos FPV, we know that. He just got the win as we see him in the crash gates. And Steady Eddie is back up. I don't know if he finished early. Well, there's Shankenwhoop now finishing second. Steady Eddie looks like he is going to finish up third. He's flying. We're going to have to find out what happened there. Did he do 2 laps and end early, or did he crash into the start-finish gate? There's Steady Eddie across the line. 1 pilot, 1 drone. 2 words, what happened? He thought it was a 2-lap race. That is what happened. That's why you should always have a spotter. 100% what? Jace, 100% what? Is DQ? Okay. All right, so results are official on this one. We do have a change. Dougie, Henry, Brazen, Hooked. We have changes to talk about and worry about here in a moment. So we're going to bump Carlos FPV and Shankenwhoop to match number 10. No channel changes. No channel changes. So we have a little bit of an update back on match number 5. After further review of the tape, Hooked FPV missed a gate. That is going to put him in third now. That is going to advance Brazen now to match number 9. Brazen advances Hooked FPV with a DQ situation. So we look to match number 9. That is now going to be Brazen. Hold on. Number 9, it's now going to be Zero, Crazy Do, Running Lizard, and Brazen. Brazen still on race band 6, I believe. No. Brazen is a channel change. Brazen race band 6. When you come back in match 9, which is on deck. Also in that heat, I have a channel change for Running Lizard race band 2. We already touched on that. So again, Hooked FPV fought the law won. And that moves Brazen now to race band 6, match 9 on deck in the redemption brackets. We're in the winner's bracket. Thank you for the reminder. Diver down with Casper Skulls, Swifty FPV, Goons FPV, and Mayan Hawk. Top 2 in this next one, advancing to the semifinal, the winner's bracket versus Itmom and Revision A. The left-hand side of your screen, Casper Skulls of York, Pennsylvania. From Ithaca, New York, it's Swifty FPV. From Phoenix, Arizona, your top qualifier here in the sport division, Goons FPV. And from Scranton, Pennsylvania, Mayan Hawk. Earlier today, we're talking about Gatekeeper, who did quite well hitting that podium. Was a reserve champion of the hobbyist division, a chapter organizer in Arizona. Mayan Hawk holding the things down here, hosting events in Pennsylvania. I guess they call it Central PA, right? Scranton, just north of Harrisburg. We're going green. Winner's bracket race. Top two going to the semifinal. Bottom two into the redemption bracket. That means more racing. Pilots are ready. Arm your quadcopters. We're going live on the tone in less than 5. We're off to the races. Great start for everyone except Swifty and Mayan Hawk. They started well, but didn't finish well. They're at the end of the front straight. And I know we were watching line of sight. Didn't hear any hums or haws. I think that was just pilot error ×2 as we're chasing Goons. He's already 1 lap down onto lap 2. Watched him in practice posting 17s and 18s. He opens things up with a 17-second lap. He's got a 8-second lead over second. Second right now is Swifty. Swifty getting onto that lead lap 2 as we play catch up with Mayan Hawk and Casper Skulls. Mayan Hawk onto that lead lap, 8.7 seconds back from the top 2. And we're going to get onto the lap 2 as well with Casper Skulls as we already have Goons on lap number 3. White flag flying for Goons. Look at the lines he's got on. It's 17 and an 18-second lap. What's this last one? Another 18. He's in the crash gate. And Goons FPV, your top qualifiers in the semifinal, the winner's bracket. And getting set to wave a checkered flag in our crash gate as well for Swifty. But Casper Skulls is near him. Was that a missed gate? Well, this one is all under review. Swifty getting across the gate there into our crash gate. This one's all under review. Phone down, get ready to review stuff, Chase. Looks like Casper Skulls finishing up. So our first question is going to be a hole shot. Then if the hole shot is fine, 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 then we have to review Swifty's final lap. Something funky happened on that. So we are reviewing it. We are first checking our hole shot.
There's contact right there. Yep.
It's a hole shot.
Yep.
Dougie, review. Well, put on a monitor.
And so we can confirm that we have contact resulting in a crash. I want you to go on board with Casper Skulls bottom right. He captures this quite well.
Right there. Boom. Yep. I see it's clear as day.
Swifty and Mayan Hawk
Clear as day.
connecting at the end of the front straight.
Where's our second point of contact? Right there. They
Both of them into the ground. So we're going to rerun that race. That's why we have the rules. We do run them out. We run the race out because sometimes I guess they can't ascertain right away, but I guess they crashed behind the crash gate. If we were watching that one line of sight, that would have been a pretty obvious one, but we have to be 100% certain.
I'm going to be. Sometimes I have to do other things.
100% certain. Otherwise, we run it out, watch the tape, and rerun if necessary. Otherwise, we deem results official. All right, we're going to start this one in 20 seconds or less. All right, pilots, arm your quads. The re-race of match number 8 going live in less than 5. This one we know for sure that we are underway. No issues at the start. A little bit of contact after the start as we're trying to shuffle into those positions. Goon's pulling away, but We got a battle here between Swifty and Mayan Hawk. They were the ones that made contact on the first attempt. They made contact again, and they are grinding it out here for second. Swifty's up into second. Mayan Hawk 1.8 seconds behind him in third. And so Goons with a 5-second lead. We're watching Swifty and Mayan Hawk for that second transfer position. So I think Goons has this one on lock. He's already 2 laps down onto his final. Here comes Swifty and Mayan Hawk. Look at that. Mayan Hawk just ahead of Swifty. Here the battle for second as they go on to lap number 3. Mayan Hawk with a 0.4 of a second lead over Swifty. Swifty trying to make a pass there in that Matt's boob section down. Mayan Hawk is still just ahead of Swifty. Goons is first. We know that. Issues for Mayan Hawk. Now Swifty up into second. Mayan Hawk is now playing catch up. And oh no, Swifty missed the crash gates. And Mayan Hawk gets the crash gates. That is a bad beat for Swifty and a great recovery there for Mayan Hawk to get the official second place finish on that one. Holy guy. Comes down to that crash gate. The crash gate. You guys want to see the end of that race again? Let's just get set to review the end of that race. Mayan Hawk and Swifty. So Swifty, remember, had it on lock. I went back just a hair far, but it's okay. Swifty lining up on the start-finish gate. So he is going to win. Remember, he had about a 2-second advantage. There is the crash gate. It's just like the rest of the gates. But is he trying to do something fancy as he goes above it? Or did he just have a little bit of a brain fart, as it were? Like, are we doing a 4th lap? So he misses it. His spotter's like, yo, dude, you got to get into the crash gate. He's now recovering off the wall. And look at Mayan Hawk in the top right. He was in second, drops to third, and then works his way up into the crash gate. And Mayan Hawk moving to the semifinal, the winner's bracket. Not the worst there for Swifty. He goes into the redemption bracket. And so we're not the worst there. He's not eliminated. We'll just use that as a big lesson. Count your laps. Have a spotter. We're going to take Goons, FPV, and Mayan Hawk to match 11. That is the semifinal, the winner's bracket. Channel change for Mayan Hawk going to race band 8. And so Swifty and Casper Skulls into the redemption bracket, match number 10. No channel changes. That'll be a Breako 1 when we see them again. Getting set for match number 9. 0, Crazy Do, Running Lizard, and Brazen, your next group to work here. And on this one, 3rd and 4th eliminated in that 9 to 10 range, as it were. Just need a minute, just need a moment if we could, if you don't mind. Okay, I'm good. If you're good. Top 2 staying alive. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. We are up. Crazy Do, I think, first one off the blocks. Running Lizard getting the whole shot. Brazen trying to get into that early lead situation. Right now it's Running Lizard, 0, Brazen, 1, 2, 3, and back of the pack, Crazy Do, but only about a gate and a half separating our entire 4 here on the opening lap. 3-lap races in our sport class division here this afternoon. You're watching the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. It's Running Lizard, Brazen, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Our top 3 only separated by 1.7 seconds, and Crazy Do in 4th, still on the opening lap, as Lizard, Brazen, and 0 working on lap 2 of the 3. Looks like Running Lizard is still holding them off right now. And your leader on to lap number 3. There's Brazen, 2.3 seconds back from our leader, and we just lost 0. Now 0 gets on to that lead lap. Was within striking distance of being top 2 to staying alive. Now 5.8 seconds back. So Brazen really needs to bring it here on this 3rd and final lap. Otherwise, it's going to be Running Lizard and 0 staying alive in the competition. Watching Running Lizard over the uprights and to our crash gate, Running Lizard, and there's Brazen right behind, separated by a second. And so Running Lizard and Brazen, your two to advance to match number 12, staying alive in the competition. That is going to give 0 third here in this match. Crazy Do fourth. And so they're right now in that 9 to 12 range. I'm going to say 0, it's a 9th or 10th top 10 finish, and Crazy Do 13th, 11th or 12th. So top 12 finish for Crazy Do as that concludes match number 9 in that situation. As we get set, Running Lizard and Brazen. Moving to match number 12, no channel changes, no channel changes. Get set for match number 10, Carlos FPV, Shank and Whoop, Swifty FPV, Casper Skulls, you're up. On deck, match 11, semifinal, the winner's bracket with It Mom, Revision A, Goons FPV, Mayan Hawk, and then in the hole, 3 away. Running Lizard, Brazen, and your winners of this match right here. There's a look at him on the screen. From Johnston, Rhode Island, Carlos FPV. From Brooklyn, New York, Shank and Whoop. From Ithaca, New York, Swifty FPV. And from York, Pennsylvania, Casper Skulls. The 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship brought to you in part by our platinum sponsors, Emax USA, emax-usa.com. We're huge fans of Emax. They've been supporters of drone racing since the very beginning. Check out their Tiny Hawk Nano Scout. That is their smallest Tiny Hawk ever. Lots of items on sale and clearance as well. emax-usa.com. Also want to thank Beta FPV with their Air 65 brushless Whoop quadcopter back in stock. We talk about bind and fly, ready to fly. They have the C2X FPV kit to help you take it to the next level. You need to do the Naked GoPro Pavo 20 Pro brushless Whoop quadcopter. So much to do, so much to see at Beta FPV. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Off to the races we go, and everyone through our whole shot gates. This one is a race for real. 3rd and 4th finishing in that 9 to 12 range. Top 2 staying alive, and so far looks like we are chasing Carlos FPV. Casper Skulls and Shank and Whoop are almost on top of each other right now in a battle for 3rd, 4th. Swifty, Carlos, Casper Skulls, your running order here after 1. As we try and get onto that lead lap with Shank and Whoop, having some difficulty there at the start-finish gate. I think he went low and then high on that one. He's going to line things back up again now. Shank and Whoop onto lap number 2. Jason Swifty. He's leading. He's on his 3rd and final lap. Carlos running 2nd, 2.2 seconds back from our leader. And looking for Casper Skulls to get onto a lead lap. Right now, your top 2 sitting pretty on this 3rd and final lap. Swifty to the crash gate. He gets the win of match number 10. And next to crossover, Carlos FPV in 2nd. And so, will it be 9th or 10th, 11th or 12th? It was looking close right there. Shank and Whoop and Casper Skulls were keeping the pressure on each other. But issues there for Casper Skulls. That's going to put him in that 11 to 12 range in the group. And Shank and Wolf finishes up third in the matchup, putting him in the 9 to 10 range for our sport class division here at the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Great day for a drone race. Appreciate it. Confirming everything lines up. It does. Oop. I just hit the wrong button right there. Semifinal of the winner's bracket is where we're going to next. As we are showing you there, Swifty and Carlos advancing to match number 12. And I believe no channel changes. I hit a bad button, so I am going to double check. Yeah, no. Ooh, Swifty and Carlos. Carlos, I have a channel change for you going to race band 8. Carlos to race band 8. When you come back in match number 12, that's a sole channel change. Of course, you can follow along the heat sheets as they update dynamically at multigp.live/WB12. King Kike says 3 and 4 had a rough one there. Yep, that was a rough one for Shank and Whoop on 3 and Casper Skulls on 4. I don't know if we're talking channels or we're talking finish order, but it's the same. That's how it played out for them. As we go to the semifinal of the winner's bracket, we see them on the screen. From Vestal, New York, It Mom. From Rochester, New Hampshire, Revision A. Our top qualifier here in our sport class division. From Phoenix, Arizona, Goons FPV. And from Scranton, Pennsylvania, Mayan Hawk. Your 4 pilots getting set to fly here in our semifinal of the winner's brackets. Top 2 in this one advancing to match number 14. That's where we play Chase the Ace. 3rd and 4th going to go to match number 13. Semifinal of the Redemption bracket. This is our sport class. A year ago, Revision A was our 2nd runner-up, 3rd on our podium. Last year's champ of sport, we lost a little earlier here this afternoon. Hooked FPV was coming back to defend, but pulled up a 3rd after missing a gate back in match number 5, so no chance to defend that sport class championship, the weBLEED Northeast Web Championship. So your high seed in this one, I think, is It Mom. Oh, he's not even the high seed. He just comes in out of the winner's bracket. Well, all 4 pilots in the winner's bracket. He was 38th in qualifying. So he's your 3rd high seed here in the semifinal of the winner's bracket. Well, last year he was top 6 in pro. And now he's down to the top 8 in sport. Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Got it. Little channel change here happening behind the scenes. But we don't want you to change the channel. Keep it locked here on the weBLEED FPV YouTube channel, the MultiGP YouTube channel as well. Lots of racing to get through here in this moment, here in this afternoon and evening as well. We are about 3/4 of the way through our sport class division. Then in about an hour and 35 minutes, we'll commence our pro class brackets, qualifiers 17 through 32. Then tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, local time here in Fayetteville, New York. It is our Elite Top 16. All the action will be brought to you here, the MultiGP YouTube channel and the weBLEED FPV YouTube channel as well. Semi-final, the winner's bracket. Top 2 advancing to the Final 4 for Chase the Ace. Bottom 2 the chance to make it back as well. Let's see what happens. Pilots, arm your quads. We're live on the tone in less than 5. Off to the races. Another good start. No contact, no issues. First one down, it's going to be It Mom, I believe. It Mom now 4th in the field, trying to catch up. So looks like we are chasing Revision A. We're chasing Goons. Revision A is in 2nd. They're separated by 1.2 seconds. Mine Hawk in 3rd. 2 seconds back from our top 2 to go into our final 4. Otherwise, going to be grinding it up. And there's It Mom on that lead lap as well. Not too much separating our field. Goons FPV already on lap number 3. Mayan Hawk on that lead lap. Final lap as well. 6 seconds back from our leader. And we ring the bell with Goons FPV. Your top qualifier is making his way to our final 4 sport. They're Chase Yace and the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship Sport Class Podium. Mayan Hawk in 2nd in that one. 7.9 seconds back off of our winner. And so Mayan Hawk is in our final 4. It Mom redeeming himself a little bit. Going to finish up 3rd into our redemption bracket. We'll take him. Semifinal of the redemption bracket, match number 13. And 4th in that match going to go to Revision A. And so we will bump them up. No channel changes. No channel changes. Goons FPV and Mayan Hawk. That's what I said. What are you watching? Was there an issue with Mayan Hawk? The race is over. That's why you don't see video from him. What is your question? We can replay the end before I hit that button. All right, let's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I saw, but if you aren't sure, let's just... I'm not sending you anything right now. Yeah. We're just reviewing something behind the scenes. And so correction there. It's going to be Revision A in 2nd. What happened? I think I know what happened there. I think I had a misread, and that may have changed things. So it's going to be a little bit of an update. We're going to give Revision A 2nd. And I think that's going to be unofficial until I hit some buttons here. So that'll be, it's unofficial, just hold tight. Hold tight. So that'll be 3rd. Yeah, I'm just going to need a moment now. Because everything is,
15 seconds, Paul.
you have a lot of confidence in me in 15 seconds. Did he do 3 laps?
Who's that? Revision A?
Did he do 3 laps?
Do you want to
Did it?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Did it miss his lap?
It had to. Unless he came in on 2, which I find he wouldn't. He was not that far behind Mayan Hawk. Yeah, let's take a look then. Make sure Revision. Paul.
Hey,
Paul, unplug
hold
him.
on. Hold on. No, don't unplug him. We're gonna run the race. We're gonna run the race. Yeah. Hold on. Just let me put on the race director hat. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start this race in 30 seconds. Yep. We're going to do the DVR review during the race. Doesn't affect this next race. And for Dougie, you can bump everything as we have it right now. Goons 1st, Revision A 2nd, Mayan Hawk 3rd, and It Mom 4. Bump them like that. We're just going to verify something. We believe we are not going to make any changes, but roll with that as you are watching this guy to make sure he does 3 laps. And we're going to watch these 4 to see what they are about to do. This is match number 12. Pilots, arm your quadcopters. We are live on the tone in less than 5. We're off to the races.
I'm on race 12 now, bud. But the race I just ran did not affect who was loaded at 12. But you should be able to go to 12 because you have pilots. Well, I gave you the results. I said, put this in. We're just verifying. We shouldn't make any changes.
And your leader right now is Swifty FPV, but Brazen right with them. Running Lizard running third. And we just lost. Brazen went down. Brazen went down again. Does this open the door for Running Lizard? This is, I have no idea what's going on with Brazen right now. I know Swifty is your leader. And then it's going to be a race for second place. I think it's going to be Running Lizard in second, Carlos FPV in third as they go on that final lap. We ring the bell with Swifty FPV. We believe we know that for sure, that Swifty is going to stay alive, racing back-to-back. And now we are looking at Running Lizard finishing up second. And so Running Lizard in the number 2 spot. That is going to give third in the match to Carlos FPV, fourth to Brazen. Brazen was 0.05 of a second back in second and then just started hitting everything on the track. And so that means 7th overall in sport going to go to Carlos FPV, 8th overall in sport going to go to Brazen, and we'll take Swifty and Running Lizard into a back-to-back situation. They just punched their ticket into our semifinal of the redemption bracket, which is up right now. Channel change for Running Lizard going to Race Band 6. Race Band 6 Running Lizard. And again, it's a back-to-back for you and Swifty versus Mayan Hawk and Itma, where the top 2 in this next one advance to our final 4. And so, yeah, that was match number 12 that we just ran. Do what? You're not a channel change. No, you're good. 8. You're still on 8. Yep. So we have at least 3 heats to go. At least 3 heats to go. We have the semifinal, the redemption bracket. That's where we're at right now. Bottom right of your screen, match number 13. Top 2 in this one, advancing to the final with Goons and Revision A. That group we will run at least twice. They will run that group of 4 repeatedly until someone gets 2 wins, 2 aces. They will be your sport class champion, the 2025 weBLEED NorthEast Whoop Championships. Then that means with 4 pilots, mathematically, we could run 5 times, but we could run even more if we need to race off for tiebreaker positions. We'll get to that in just a little bit. That's in the future. We'll worry about that then. We are in the present. What a gift it is. Semi-final of the redemption bracket. CanaWeb says track is a bit different from the Velocidrone track, or is that only for qualifying?
It's a little different no matter what. You know, whenever we have a track designer like AK, who is, put into a space that kind of constrains him, it's never going to be the same as Velocidrone, right? They're always going to look at it as they're setting up the gates, and honestly, he dialed in every single gate by IRL flow himself before we started qualifying, so it's going to be a little different, but obviously the same gate structure, the same way we're flying the track, and at the end of the day, nothing has really changed as far as what these guys have learned. Maybe a couple line changes, that's all.
Thank you for that. Mako Reactress says, hey, Jace. Pro Dangle says, match 11 needs a review. Mayan took second for sure. We just reviewed that behind the scenes. The scoring didn't line up because we missed a lap on the timer for Revision A. And so we watched back, confirmed Revision A did do 3 laps. And we also confirmed that Revision A was in the crash gate ahead of Mayan Hawk. So Bro Dangles, thank you for bringing that to our attention, but we just reviewed it. I don't know if you've been watching the live stream, but we have a pretty dialed in review system. Gets better each and every race. As long as I hit the right buttons to record, we have it. This is match number 13, semifinal, the Redemption Bracket. From New York, It Mom. From Pennsylvania, Mayan Hawk and Running Lizard. And from New York as well, Swifty FPV. The Empire State versus the Keystone State. 2 versus 2. Looking for 2 pilots to advance to our final 4. Good luck, contenders. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. We are up and at it. What did you see there, Paul? He didn't see anything. We're going green. Underway. I was on board with Swifty. I think I watched Mayan Hawk fly by him. Great pass. Now It Mom and Mayan Hawk. We're in a little bit of a tangled battle. Now they're separated by 0.7 of a second. There are your 2 leaders on to lap number 2. We're going to try and catch up here with Swifty. And it looks like we had some crazy issues for Running Lizard. And I didn't hear anything, but because we can, I'm going to play back the start on this one. There's Swifty down. Looks like Swifty is almost an entire lap back. Mayan Hawk does it again. Another win for Mayan Hawk across the line with plenty of time to spare. And I think you're good, It Mom. I think you got about 2 gates, 3 gates to the good right now. There's It Mom across the line in second. Results are unofficial. But right now I have Mayan Hawk in first, It Mom in second, Swifty in third, and Running Lizard in fourth is what I have. All right.
Oh, I know why, too. She's been spotting, her husband spots her, and she spots her husband. Yeah, that makes sense. That would have freaked me out. It's not, that's not an EBOT rule, that's a mistake. That's a mistake, not a bot.
This is the right race. Yep.
That's all her. Yep. And I know exactly why it happened.
But we had two crash on the opening lap. We hit the wall.
So we've played the tape here behind the scenes. I wasn't harassing Dougie because there wasn't really much to show you. We were just confirming what we believed. I said, I have to look at multiple screens here. So I heard crashing. I saw 2 down. So that's why I'm like, we're just going to review it, take a little look, but not the worst. And so results are official on that one.
I know, we know exactly why it happened.
And so
Spotting each other. Yeah, that's not a bot. That's
we're getting word in here. So let's go to our review official, Jace. For those at home that may have not been following along as you have been, let's give everyone an update of what happened there.
Well, what happened there, Joe, is we have a husband and wife team here who spot for each other, and anybody that's spotted for somebody else and flown themselves in an event knows that you have to swap VTX channels after your next spot, or after your spotting. And at that point, right, she was spotting for Mayan Hawk. She had forgot to change it back to her own running channel. And so when she went, and Mayan Hawk, her husband, interestingly enough, ironically enough, if you will, was also in that heat as well. And so therefore, she literally launched looking at her husband's screen, and then I say about 0.2 seconds in realized this drone is doing things I'm not commanding it to, Joe.
I've seen that before, many memories. I've seen pilots going, oh my gosh, this is the best. I'm flying so good, while their 5-inch quad is on its lid just screaming. Yeah, tuned into the wrong channel. Yeah. Dang. Of course, I was discovered for drone racing by the brother of the owner of Fat Shark brother, Thunder, we call him. And he got into racing, and I have many memories of him. I remember him just saying, ooh, wow, my quad is flying so much better. As his drone was literally in the roof, stuck in the roof. We were in a big horse arena. So results are official. Mayan Hawk and It Mom in a back-to-back situation right now. No channel changes. It is time for Chase the Ace, your final four in our sport class division at the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Chase the Ace, if you're just joining us, what does that mean? We will run the final four again and again, inning after inning, round after round, heat after heat, until a pilot earns 2 aces or 2 wins. They will be the champion. Second, third, and fourth on our podium will be decided by finish points. A pair of seconds will be 4 points, a pair of thirds would be 6 points, and obviously lower numbers going to give you a higher ranking. If there is a tie, we will have even more racing. It'll be a 1-lap race-off for those podium positions. We have medals for all 4 pilots, so we will make sure the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed as we introduce you to your starting field there on the screen on the right-hand side. The I's and the T's, that's It Mom from New York. To the left of him, that is Mayan Hawk of Pennsylvania, the chapter organizer we were bragging on just a little bit ago. He is in the final 4, and he is actually your low seed in this heat, but he's redeeming himself as we have Revision A last year on the podium, and now trying to defend that podium finish. He's your second highest seed here in this group in our final 4, representing New Hampshire. And your top qualifier has made it, winning all of his bracket races. And your high seed in this group, that is Goons FPV on the left-hand side of the screen from Arizona. Pilots are set to fly. We're about to go green with Chase the Ace round number 1. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Off to the races we go, and a fantastic start for all 4 contenders. And your top qualifier, your leader, Goons FPV with the whole shot and the lead of the charge here on lap number 1. But I want you to look at Revision A. He has got some momentum as well. Will we see Goons FPV in his first-person view feed? And maybe a pass. Right now, they're separated by 3 seconds. Mayan Hawk in third. He's 0.7 of a second out of second. And It Mom on the lead, on that lead lap as well. We're 7 seconds separating all 4 pilots after 1. Issues with number 3 running contender Mayan Hawk. I don't know if that's going to be enough for It Mom to slide into third. White flag flies. Goons FPV leading on the third and final lap. Revision A onto lap 3 as well. 7 seconds behind our leader. It Mom up into third. 3.7 seconds from a second place finish. And we ring the bell with Goons FPV, your top qualifier. An unofficial Ironman just won round number 1. We're going to run till the checkered flies for everyone. Revision A pulling up second here in heat number 1 of Chase the Ace. Third going to go to It Mom. Fourth going to go to Mayan Hawk. And so they kind of finished how they qualified. Fourth went to Mayan Hawk. He was 40th overall in the field. Third went to It Mom. He was 38th overall in the field. Revision A was second in that one. He was 34th in qualifying in the field. And the win went to our top qualifier, Goons FPV, who was 33rd in qualifying. And so you take that 33rd in qualifying. Our sport class is 33rd through 48th in our field. That means your top 2 in qualifying for the sport class just finished 1 and 2 in match number 1. And we get set for match number 2. You see the scoreboard there on the right-hand side, the points. The 1 equals an ace. If Goons FPV wins this next round, he is your 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship Sport Champion. That means it'll be on Revision A, who is second, Itmom, who is third, or Mayan Hawk, who was fourth, to get a win in this next one, to push it to another inning, another round. And that means we keep going and going and going until someone gets 2 wins, 2 aces. And then we want to make sure that the points are right when it is all said and done as well for second, third, and fourth. If there is a tie on points, that could be a race-off. How could there be a tie on points? Very easily. Hypothetically, let's say Goons FPV wins this next round. Revision A hypothetically pulls third. Itmom hypothetically pulls a second. That would mean that Revision A and Itmom would be tied, a second and a third apiece. So then that would set us up for a race-off for second and third on our podium. That's just hypothetically. Anything can happen. But Goons FPV is your first ace to chase with the advantage of that first win. With the Whoop racing here at the Northeast Whoop Championship, there's no Ironman rule. Had there been one, we'd already be celebrating for Goons FPV. There's no Ironman rule, so your unofficial Ironman has an unofficial Ironman win, but they're going to make him work for it. And he will have to do it. Let's go green, pilots. Arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. Looks like some issues for Itmom. Looked like he went into the crash gate on the whole shot run. All right. There you go. Giving himself a bit of a disadvantage, but we've seen him fly under pressure and really climb up. Revision A looked like he's now had a partial crash and a full crash. So he's going to now drop into third. That moves Mayan Hawk up into second. So that hypothetical that I talked about, that could be a mathematical reality here as we're now on lap number 2. Goons FPV and Mayan Hawk separated by 2.9 seconds. All eyes are on Mayan Hawk to get by Goons FPV as that would push us to another round here in our sport class division. Goons FPV now on lap number 3. He's got a 9-second lead over Mayan Hawk. Mayan Hawk lost a little bit of ground, now trying to gain it back. As we put Revision A and Itmom on lap number 2, that bell signifies the win for Goons FPV. Your top qualifier, your winner of every bracket race, just won the 2 rounds of Chase the Ace at the end. He is your unstoppable sport class champion here at the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship. Now, results are unofficial. We are going to play back some tape. So, unofficially, we're going to give second in the match to Mayan Hawk. Unofficially, we're going to give third in the match to Revision A. And unofficially, we're going to give Itmom fourth in the match. Now, that is all unofficial. That is all unofficial. We are going to review, and as I load the review, what are we watching for, Borgslayer?
Itmom. Right now, I know we had an issue with Itmom, who looked like he kind of went over the crash gate and kind of snuck himself into the back side of it. But, you know, was that on his own accord, or did somebody get into his mix here? So I've got Itmom up on my view right now.
Hey, Doug. Review.
All right, we're scrolling on through this slowly but surely. So Itmom through the start-finish gate. Start-finish gate. I see somebody behind him. Absolutely. He actually went in it, and then did he? How'd he get out again? Did he fly back out the front? He did. My goodness. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take one more real-time look at this. Out, in, out. And he's clean, so that was on his own accord, ladies and gentlemen. We wanted to make sure, though. Let's make sure we didn't have any other previous contact with the other drones. I believe that puts you in fourth at the moment.
You want to watch the start again? There was no contact.
No, I didn't see any contact.
Okay, so then we're done?
I think so. Yeah, I think results are going to stand. No contact. Yes, I am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hang tight here. Oh, so we have, okay, hang tight, ladies and gentlemen. Hang tight, hang tight. Believe it or not, IT Mom, or It Mom, excuse me, that was in the back of my brain here as well. So let's take one quick look at that. We do have a discrepancy right now between what our lap timing system has picked up for revision A and IT Mom here. So we've got a, yeah, see, he's only showing up 2, he's showing up 3. Let's make sure that's real. Well, originally I was looking for contact on the hole shot rule, but right now I want to look at who finished first, IT Mom, or excuse me, It Mom, or revision A. I always want to call him IT Mom. I can't stop myself. That much we're sure of. Mayan Hawk definitely got second. We know Goons got first. If those two positions flip-flop, yes, we could potentially have a race-off, and that's important. That's important. All right, so are we at the beginning? Between IT Mom and revision A. So IT Mom's in, and he's back out. So this is the beginning, yeah. I'm watching revision A, if you can watch IT Mom for me. No, I want to count the laps. Yep, speeding up's fine. 1 for revision. Yep. Two for revision. He's on lap 3. So IT Mom may have gotten in there earlier than revision anyway. I got you doing it now, Joe. All right, let's focus in on It Mom now. I'm sure about revision.
Revision definitely did 3.
Yes, revision definitely did 3.
It Mom is in the gate first. So did it miss an It Mom lap?
Good question.
22 and a 21.
Yeah, good question.
It says he does 3 laps.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this seems arbitrary, but we are very vigilant about making sure that if there is a race-off that needs to happen, that it happens. All right, so I'm going to take It Mom. Yep. Here's his original crash. He gets out quick. Lucky he didn't get stuck in there. Still rolling on lap 1 here.
You want to bring up the replay?
All right. So It Mom getting towards the last 25% of lap 1 here through the H gate, as I like to call the field goal hurdle there. All right, he's on to lap 2. He's okay. Yep. I did. All right, so we are crossing on to lap 3 for It Mom. I think you're right. Yeah, now he's on to lap 3. I think you're correct, Joe. Yep. No, he's on lap 3 right now. Yep. Yeah, and yeah, revision's just getting on to 2. Okay. And we got It Mom right now coming around, last 25% of the track. I agree. All right, here's It Mom, and he's in. Yeah, okay, so It Mom is definitely in 3rd place there. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a slight correction here between revision A and It Mom on the placements of that second chase to ace run. We are officially moving It Mom into 3rd place and swapping him with revision A, who is now going to take over 4th place in that second chase to ace run. What we had is a timing malfunction, and we had to do a quick lap count on both guys. But that gave us the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to also verify, the travel of the gate. And again, when we're at this high of a level, when we are at the finals for sport class here at 2025 Northeast Whoop Championship, we cannot be too certain. 3. One lap. One lap is the race-off. Ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to have a race-off. We have a three-way tie for a race-off, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a one-lap race-off. That means it is going to be a heater. Do not make a mistake, right? This is where the nerves will be put to the test, and we will see what pilots have. There is no time to catch up, ladies and gentlemen. It is one lap for the victory. I'm going to hand this back to Joe.
Hey, Dougie, replay. So we got your update. I want you to watch Itmum on the right-hand side. So my scoring screen shows Itmum 2 laps in 1:10 and a pair of 22s. You see his video is shoddy. We time using the video signal. And so see how everyone else, so he and Revision A are on the same lap. This is where the timer is, the bottom of the cube. You see how it's like rolling video as he goes by? His video is so weak that it doesn't go to lap, it should show lap 1 in the right-hand side, because when you cross through, that number will advance. So it didn't see it. So on my screen, I have 2 laps a 1:10 to Revision A's 3 laps a 1:16, but you see it didn't give Itmum the lap. And we do replays. I was at one event. They're like, well, you got to go with what the timer said. Well, we don't time video transmitters. We time the drones. But you see we got rolling video. You see that? Like, that's really low power. And so, ba-bang. You can see the timer, but it doesn't see him. That's the weird thing there if you look at the bottom right-hand side. That is strange. And so what does that mean mathematically? That means Revision A has a second and a fourth, 6 points. Mayan Hawk has a second and a fourth, 6 points. And Itmum has a pair of thirds, 6 points. And that now gives us this tiebreaker situation. So Goons FPV is going to take a little break. And now it is a 1-lap race-off. And this is to decide second, third, and fourth. Good luck, pilots. Destiny is in your thumb tips as we get set to go green. Pilots, arm your quads. We are live on the tone in less than 5. All 3 are through. Whole shot went to Revision A. A 1-lap heater. Issues for Revision A. He goes down. That's now moving Mayan Hawk up into lead in this one. That could be second overall. But Itmum is right behind him. Bang into the crash gate we go. Itmum is your sport class reserve champion. And that is now going to switch things up a little bit. And that one, too, is under review. That one, too, is under review. So let's see what we got. Gonna finish race right there. I have no idea which replay. I guess I'm pulling up my replay. All right. Who are you watching this time, Jace?
He's in second, but I need to make sure he did not mess up on some things. He got all whacked out. Which one is he?
Top right.
Only 1 lap.
You want it real time?
Yeah, it's fine.
So Mayan Hawk is under review. He was second in the race-off. That would put him third overall. Just confirming his lap because everyone had a mistake there at some point. Mayan Hawk got a little lost. And results are official in the race-off. Second going to go to Mayan Hawk. That puts him second runner-up. Third on our podium in sport. And third in the race-off going to Revision A. So he is your third runner-up, fourth on our podium, Revision A. Your second runner-up, third on our podium, Mayan Hawk. Your reserve champion, It Mom. And your 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop champion in the sport class division. Your top qualifier, unofficial Ironman win and then some, Goons FPV. So stand by for our podium presentation to our final four here in the sport class. And then we're going to stretch the legs for a bit. That's going to be fun. We're going to be back in about 59 minutes with our pro class championship. Qualifiers 17 through 32 will be coming up. Visit with us, do some more racing as we work our way closer to the elite a little bit later on here tonight. So in that pro class division coming up in, again, 58 minutes, we're going to visit with Lowndes, Bagzilla, FPV Skittles, Lammy, Typhus FPV, Ugellan, NOS FPV, Tasty, OG Dr. Love, Farmers, Blasta, J, Chainsaw FPV, Just J, Static, and Asai coming up in our Pro Class Championship in about 58 minutes, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. That is coming up. Yeah, the podium is you, bud. You need the mic and the medals. All right, and the lights,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up the lights here, and we're going to get rolling with our sport class podium. Bring on some lights, and let me get the medals and our prizes here real quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for our sport class podium here. Guys, we're going to have you over here at the launch stand so that our wizard behind the curtain, Dougie, can get our camera lined up. And so what we're looking for here is our top 4 Chase Ace pilots, which looks to me like I almost have them. We got IT Mom, a.k.a. It Mom, lining up his Mr. T hardware. All right, guys, so after plenty of DVR review here, right, we have our 4th place. 1 second here. Let me check on one more thing. Ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to bring up our 4th place finisher here who battled all day long in this sport class finals. What an amazing competition here. It was so tight on qualifying times. But let's bring up my man Artie, Revision A. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and have you open that up. And I want to get you wearing it, my dude. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not felt the girth and the weight of these medals that Mr. Jeff Grabowski from weBLEED FPV has provided for us, you do not know what's up until you see it. This is something you can bite into, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Artie, a.k.a. Revision A. Such a great job, my dude. And you got a prize, too, coming. Guys, we got some prizes also going with Sport Class here. Give me 1 second here. Let's pull these out. Do I say there's a zipper? If I could find the zipper? What a great question. What a great question. All right, Artie, there you go, buddy. There is your 4th place prize as well to go with your amazing medal. Thank you very much, Revision A. All right, and let's go ahead and bring up our 3rd place, Mayan Hawk. What's going on, my dude? Killed it all day. Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayan Hawk with our 3rd place finish here in the 2025 Northeast Whoop Championship Sport Class Finals. Well done, my dude. Excellent. All right, good job, my dude. And I got a prize for you as well. Hang tight for just a second. I had these all marked. There you are, dude. A pinch cam from tinywhoop.com. Thank you very much, my dude. Great job today, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without any undue wait, we have Mr. IT. Dun, 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 dun. Matthew Snow, ladies and gentlemen, it mom. Listen, he wanted the gold, but he'll settle for the silver here today in the sport class of the 2025 Northeast Championship. He made me go power bottom. You're right. Ladies and gentlemen, Mom coming in, and we got our 2nd place prize here. I don't know if it's any use to you, my dude, but we have a Radio Master external transmitter module. Good luck. Feel free to trade it with anybody for anything. And this is the moment we've been waiting for here so far. In the 2025 Northeast Whoop Championship, we are talking about the prime position, right? That's the gold medal. My man, Jordan, a.k.a. Goons FPV. Let's go, brother. What's up, dude? Came in here. Listen, this gentleman not only swept every single, that means 1st place in every single run he made, he also defied the Iron Man rule and goes 1-1, finishes it up. Goons, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in hot. All right. Hey, don't go away yet, dude. Just because you got that amazing medal, right, that weighs about 6 pounds. Oh, take a bite out, dude. You also now have the proud owner of a Hummingbird V3 Raceback Binded Fly. Let's go, Goons. All right, guys, that is our 2025 Sport Class finalists. Thank you very much for coming, guys. You guys have been amazing. Yeah, let's get a group photo of all you guys together. Yeah, let's get all 4 up there, guys. Let's get our podium. Mikey, you got, yeah, please get on all 4s for Mike.
Well, those watching us on the Multi-GP YouTube channel and the weBLEED FPV YouTube channel, thanks for being a part of it here this afternoon. The 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship Sport Class Finale. Our congratulations to your Final Four. Revision A, your third runner-up, fourth on our podium. Your second runner-up, third on our podium. Right there, you see on the right-hand side of your screen, Mayan Hawk, your reserve champ, It Mom, and Goons FPV, your champ of sport. Looking at the clock, it's 2:11 inside of the afternoon, which means we are just 49 minutes away from our Pro Class finale. It is a new event on the Multi-GP YouTube channel and on the weBLEED FPV channel as well. So this stream is going to come to an end, but we are back with a new event. Make sure you sign up for the notifications, and I think we're even engaging in the chat now over there on the channel that you are viewing us. Lots of racing to go. We've taken our field to 62. Now down to our top 32. Pro Class coming up in 47 minutes, and our Elite coming up a little bit later on today as well. Just inside of 3 hours, 48 minutes away from our Elite Class finale of the 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Championship brackets. I'm going to the bar here at the Craftsman Inn & Suites. Grab a Guinness, and we are back on St. Paddy's Day weekend, taking our field to 32 remaining pilots down to our 2025 weBLEED Northeast Whoop Champion. We'll see you in just a few, in about 48 minutes from now.